And now a CNN exclusive. The West Virginia State Police is being accused of fostering a culture of misconduct toward women in its ranks, including the placement of a hidden video camera inside a woman's locker and shower room. The revelation coming in a newly filed civil lawsuit. The suit alleges that male officers at the police training facility looked in on the women over a decade. CNN's Bryn Greengrass sat down exclusively with two of the women who claimed they were spied on.
That's all I wanted to do my entire life, was to be in law enforcement. And now that, I'm going on 13 years this year, and I can't even view law enforcement the same as I have.
Megan Talkington and Brenda Lesnet, active law enforcement in the state of West Virginia, their dream job. But now everything has changed.
I don't want my daughter to walk the halls of the West Virginia State Police Academy, not unless there's reform from top to bottom.
Both women now suing the agency that trained them after an anonymous letter written to top state officials, including the governor and lawmakers, went public in February, alleging widespread misconduct within the walls of the West Virginia State Police Academy, including a hidden camera system inside the women's locker room.
I was shocked to hear that happened. I was completely appalled, and the more I thought about it, the angrier I got. Sitting here today, I still feel exposed, and I'm constantly wondering who's going to see me next, who has already seen me. It's very nerve-wracking.
Those thoughts are just constantly in your mind.
Yes, am I going to have to deal with this the rest of my life? 10 years from now, is this going to show up on the dark web, on the regular web? I don't know.
Every female that has gone through that academy, civilian or for law enforcement training, is a victim.
How many are we talking here?
Possibly
there could be thousands.
Hundreds, if not thousands.
It's a hostile, misogynistic, toxic environment that's not just male-dominated, it's anti-woman.
Attorney Teresa Torreseva represents about 70 women who have similar allegations, including minors who took part in a junior program at the academy.
I don't know how in the world many things could be much, much worse than that.
The state doesn't dispute a camera existed. This is how Governor Jim Justice publicly addressed it in March.
There was 3 troopers that found a thumb drive. And absolutely from that, they found the video. And then, from what I understand, one, if not all, immediately jerked the thumb drive out and threw it in the floor and started stomping on it.
Justice replaced the head of the agency and pinned the act on a high-ranking academy official who died in 2016.
You don't think he was the only one responsible?
Common sense tells you he wasn't the only one responsible. It just doesn't make sense, it doesn't add up, and it feels like you're blaming somebody who can't speak for themselves.
Torreseva's team names 3 current and former state police employees who they say are responsible for the recordings in a recently filed civil lawsuit, the first in what will be a long list of similar civil action taken.
It's a risk you guys are taking to file a lawsuit while you're still working. What do you fear?
I fear retaliation. I fear Brenda and I are going to have a target on our backs.
There are 2 open state investigations.
We're going to clean it up.
Where those stand, unclear. We reached out to Justice's office and the West Virginia Department of Homeland Security and got no response. The state police said no comment. Officials haven't reached out to the alleged victims either.
Crickets.
It's disheartening.
It is outrageous.
I feel like this hasn't been taken seriously. I think that there needs to be more investigation, more thorough investigation, and I think that we all want answers.
Bryn Greengrass, CNN, Charleston, West Virginia.